So, for everyone new to Formula One listening in here in the States, as we are America's leading Formula One podcast, here's a good opportunity to kind of associate a driver to a brand that means something to you. So, I will kind of go down the order of the grid, constructor wise. So, Lewis is Starbucks. It's the gold standard. It's a little expensive. It's not always going to be on top, but Lewis is clearly Starbucks. Now, George is Burger King. It's promising, but can it really reach the upper echelon, or is it always going to be famous for the Whopper and that's it? Is it going to be looking up at McDonald's and others all the time? Max is Jimmy John's. Some people love it. Some people hate it. Very divisive owner. I would say, and it's not toasted. It is what it is, but it's very good to most people. So I'd say Max is Jimmy John's. Checo is Subway. Wherever you look, he's there. It's not really the best, but it's always good enough if you're hungry.
So on that one, on Subway, that's got to be the most confusing place to go into an order. When I first moved here, that was just too many questions. It might not be the best, but you have to go through a full-scale interview before you decide what you're going to have on your sub. I just want a sandwich. That's all I want.
I think every American teenager worked at a Subway. They were sandwich artists. They were wildly underpaid and made their own versions of everything. But so I could see Checo as Subway and Carlos as Sonic. So you're not sure it's going to be good, but it always kind of hits the spot. And to me, it's hard with Carlos and Charles, because then Charles is more Panera. It's kind of like classy and tasteful and trying a little bit too much to be what it isn't. It's just fast sandwiches, but I love it. It's fun and it's a little different. And then this one was easy. Lando is clearly Taco Bell. Youthful, attracts the youth. You occasionally forget about it, and it's easy to look down your nose at it. And there are better options, but it's always just so good whenever it happens. Danny Rick is Chipotle, pretty darn good, but occasionally tries too hard to be funny. I'm saying he's funny most of the time, but sometimes he presses it, and Chipotle tries to be your friend. Esteban, I go for it. Yes, sir.
I was going to say a little note on Chipotle there, because I'm not sure we have that back in the UK, but that's gone into one of my number ones for coming over here on Summit to Grab. So I'm happy that Danny Rick is Chipotle, because that's
quality for sure. So then there's some regional change here. Esteban is Checkers. Checkers is big in the South and through some of the parts of the East, and fries and the shakes are great, but the burgers might be made out of horse meat. So basically you just have to overlook some clunkers that you get every now and then, like Esteban gives you in a race, but he really has some upside. Fernando is Popeyes. Popeyes can be great. I mean, the chicken sandwich is the best of the best, but it can also give you diarrhea. So you never know what to expect when Fernando is part of the team. Seb is Hardee's Carl's Jr.'s. So Hardee's and Carl's Jr. are the same chain, but they operate as different chains across the U.S. And the question is, does Seb have hair or not? I saw another thing now where he's got all this hair, but like last year he was bald, and I don't understand. Was that someone photoshopping and it picked up? I don't understand.
I don't know. I've got to go and check this out, because I've seen 3 pictures now that are him back looking like he's got, I don't know, Prince Charles hairline. There's just nothing there. Then you kind of fast forward to one they've shown now, and it's kind of like full on hair. And then somebody had kind of put like a 2026, and they'd almost put him like in a Chewbacca outfit with the amount of hair he's going to have. But
right. So it's like Hardee's Carl's Jr. It's the same food, but it's just kind of different. And Lance is Domino's. Sure, it's pizza, and it can be good at times, but you just know there's better pizza out there. And then Pierre is Dunkin' Donuts. Often forgotten about in this category of fast food and often overlooked on the grid, but really good at what he does. That's driving cars. Yuki is Pizza Hut. He has all the right ingredients, occasionally good, but can often be disappointing. And Valtteri's Chick-fil-A, really good, just not everywhere yet. The word is spreading. There's much more to come. And I had to go off the book here because I really don't know a lot about Guang Yu Zhou. So Guang Yu is Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers. They're a decent sized chain. It's like 500 establishments through the U.S. I've never been, but I hear they're really good. I hear he's really good. I can't wait to see. We're going to find out here shortly. Nikki Latifi is McDonald's. Yeah, I guess it's food, and it's likable enough. And then Alex Albon is Wendy's. Always dependable, very likable menu. They have so much bacon. It's just not McDonald's or Burger King. And then Mick is Five Guys. Kind of cool, hip choice, good stuff. Not as ubiquitous, not everywhere yet. It's a little expensive, so you kind of question going. And then Nikita is White Castle. Seems like a good concept. It's just not good.